G'day folks and welcome back to the channel for episode number 4 of our shooty shooty bang bang dual pistols Purifier playthrough. Now I have some bad news for you. This character just seems to be never ending bad luck. Apparently I left the game too quickly at the end of the last episode and it didn't save the fact that I've just picked up the Cronley's Rift, or potentially I didn't walk over it correctly, but whatever happened, it's not there. So we're going back, and I'm gonna say it was a rollback because actually I checked the footage and I saw a Hellsbane ammo drop at the end there, which I was really excited about because that sounds like exactly what I want to be putting on these guns. And I didn't have it in my inventory, so I am going to say it was a rollback. So even if I had picked up the roof gate properly, which I'm not sure if I did or not, I'd have to go and check again, and I'm not going to pause the recording to go and do that. I'm going to say that it wouldn't have happened, which is unfortunate. We don't need to kill Martin here, because we've already established that his metal is for pets, not for guns. And he's not here today anyway, but I will grab that dynamite. So, do we need a new weapon? We might do. We might do. Not that one, though. Yeah, stop shooting at me. Okay. Maybe we can get a new hat. Or shoulders. Shoulders could work. Yeah, shoulders are going to work very well. What about you? Do you got anything for me? No. These shoulders, I think... I mean, it's not ideal that they only have chaos resist on them. But the shoulders they'd be replacing also are pretty bad. So I'm going to go swap those over. And then we'll head into Cronley's Lair again. Bit of a trek to get there though, unfortunately. So let me go ahead and keep that. Chuck that on. How are our resistances? Aether I would like to be higher. Chaos I don't care about. And Vitality, 40% from those. Yeah, that's fine. So like I said, a little bit of a run to get back to Cronley, which is unfortunate. But that's what happens when you get too excited and close the game too fast. I can't even remember what I was doing at the end of that episode. I think I had to go... you know what, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where I had to go. But it does give me an excuse to kill all these idiots again, so there's that. Which I guess is fun. Now let's not stand in the fire, because we know what happened last time I stood in the fire. We can kill a few of these at least. Alright, and we'll go pick up the secret chest here, which I guess I already got it once because it's a little bit, let's call it anemic. Don't need to kill any of this, but we will anyway. Let's just kill his friends so they can stop throwing fire at me. He's inside his little I can't take damage thing. Where are you? There you are. Okay, I think I've got all his friends. And that's the end of him anyway. Still got friends. How is this guy so popular? The whole friends group is dead now. See, that's what having friends gets you. Never a good idea. Alright, nearly back to where we were. As long as we're here, may as well go ahead and kill, what is this guy's name? Slavak the Breaker. Okay, well we're gonna kill him again. Hopefully, drop me something nice, will you? Dynamite's alright, I guess. I'll take it. It's practically raining dynamite on this character. The last one keeps running out. It's alright, once we get to Homestead we can craft it. Okay, so we're back in Cronley's hideout. Hopefully I can get... I'll come back for you. Hopefully I can get some more Hellsbane ammo. That'd be nice. Dodged a little bit prematurely there. And down he goes. Ooh, Stonehide. Could be good. That's a lot of resistances on that. And I guess percent armor is okay, but I think we'll probably just keep that one. I am looking out for Hellsbane ammo. Someone pointed out in the comments actually of the last video that I was talking about Enchanted Flint. And Enchanted Flint is melee weapons only. They were absolutely correct. Hellsbane ammo or... what's the other one? You know what? I'm going to check. Okay, here it is. So it's El Scurvo actually pointed it out. That you want to be looking for Hellsbane ammo. And yes, El Scurvo is 100% correct. That's why when I saw it at the end of the last episode, I saw it drop. And then I changed the save files around to play the Purifier again. And it wasn't there, so then I checked the Rift. And that's when I noticed that the Rift Gate, unfortunately, was no longer active. So that's fine. We've dropped once in here, so I know I can get them now. It's just a matter of actually getting them. And hopefully I'll get one, or two. Two would be better. Hopefully I'll be getting them soon. I kind of hope they're not specific drops from specific monsters. That would be quite unfortunate. Pick up the quest item, pick up the devotion point, and we've got a level. Now, what was I putting points into? The one good thing about having a build where you just wing it is that you don't have to check what you're doing before you do it, and the downside is, well, you just kind of make it up as you go, so there's no plan to check. Okay, so chilling rounds is... let's see if we can get it to go off without actually shooting something. It's going to shoot out little ice spikes. There they go. And they'll go through everything and do a bunch of damage in a line. And they're also not fire damage, which will help with things that are resistant to fire. Also got an extra 100 hit points on Word of Renewal. I think that's a value point. It's probably going to stay like that. And we'll put a few more in Physique. Eat that note. Alright, somebody drop me some Hellsbane ammo. Or that works as well. Yeah, I guess I'll use that. I mean, they're alright. 5 resistance. Oh my god. Okay. The rare occurrence of a triple rare item that's actually worth using. It's still not amazing because... I mean, it's still level 21, so I'm going to outgrow it pretty quickly, but while it's relevant, yeah, that's a really good drop. Don't see that very often. I think that might actually be the first triple rare that I've had drop. It's actually been something I wore. Generally, a triple rare that I end up using is going to come from either a 4-hour shopping spree in the Bastion of Chaos, or I'll find it accidentally on the merchants in town and buy it. That might be the first one that's actually dropped. Yeah, I don't need these anymore. Can you give me a hat? I'm definitely done with the shoulders. I do not need them anymore. Alright, here's money bags. Let's go ahead and pop the do more damage button. Not stand in those. Not stand in that. Maybe face tank him for a little bit? No. Actually, what is that doing? It is just defensive. Okay. So we should actually just be able to tank him. Let's aim at this guy so then when the chilling rounds go off, they'll kill him. So devastating martins of attack. Thermite mine. We don't actually have thermite mine yet. But I am planning on getting it. So for now, I'll hang on to it, but I'm not going to use it just yet. What have we got? Balthazar's, isn't it? Yeah, I'll keep the physical damage on Flame Touch for now. Just until I've got Thermite Mine. That's not very useful. Hey, Insulating of Aether. Oh, it's the... yeah, never mind. It's not the fire one. Dorini's already dead. I couldn't remember if we'd done him yet or not. Okay. Bit of scrap. You can also get dynamite from these things, so it's worth doing. And they're in a very convenient place. If you're coming through here with blitz, those are in a very convenient location to blitz to them. It's a shame we're not doing an Aether build, because we've got both of the MIs from in here for an Aether build. Okay. For the man who has all the dynamite already, more dynamite. That'll be it. Let's go kill the bees. Why not? Royal jelly is something everybody needs more of. And we'll have to go kill Ulraprax as well when I get out the other end. It's going to be a fun fight, but I think +1 to Inquisitor's skills is definitely worth getting. May as well poke our head in there. Like most of the little secret areas, it's not really expecting anything good from here, but you never know, you might get lucky. These boots, 11% move speed is nice. Would lose Ellie res, I don't care. Bleed res, I don't care. Yeah, we'll take those. And the belt. A little bit extra armor, which is nice. Some health. Yeah, we'll put that on. Aether res is also going to be useful coming up to Cronley, so with that in mind, I might swap in this helmet when we actually go fight him, assuming I remember that I decided that I was going to do that. Okay, and we've already killed Moneybags, so he can't be standing just around the corner. There we go. So this is the last place where Moneybags can spawn. He can be right at the front door, he can be where we found him, and he can be just here. But like I said, he's obviously already dead, so we don't have to worry about him. Okay, coming up on Cronley, I don't have anything to use to deal with his shield, so that's unfortunate. I didn't get any Hellsbane ammo by the looks of it. Am I going to put those on? Maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave it. Okay, so Cronley does mostly, I think, physical piercing and Aether. Let's just put a hurting on him before he puts his shield up. There's the shield. And the one thing that's likely to kill you with this fight is the Aether pulls he puts on the floor, like that one. If you can, do your best to stay out of those. Apparently he will disrupt your skills as well, so that's fun. Basically, the fight is more or less just don't stand in the Aether and you'll be fine.
That skill's not ready.
What is that doing? Is that Aether Shred? It's just defensive ability. Okay. So that's no big deal. Alright, here we go. We can actually do some damage to him now. Get out of the Aether, I guess. Keep the crystal under control so it don't get swarmed, and then kill his friends. Preferably before he puts his shield back up would be nice. There's the shield, so he should be putting a crystal any second now. Any second now. Where's the crystal? There it is. Now that your shield's gone, now you want to put the crystal down. Alright, we can do the old stutter step. That's fine. So what's it going to be? Shield or crystal? I'm going to bet crystal. I say as he puts the shield up. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. So crystal's gone. Let's just stand in the poison for a second. Do a little bit of damage. Miss with the proc is ideal. Incorruptible of Mending, okay. Mending is going to be regen, which I like a lot, and Incorruptible is the pierce and poison resist there. Yes, I am almost certainly going to wear that. The question is, what's it going to replace? So with the 1.2 changes to bosses always dropping their MIs, it might even be worth farming him at least maybe once or twice just to get a couple of good rings. It's got to be that one, surely. Guess who forgot his Aether Resistance helmet? Yeah, this guy. Okay, well, no soul shards, so I guess we'll put another corpse dust on there, just so I don't run into too much trouble. I thought I had already capped poison and acid res. That's why. And how much do I like my hat? I think I like my hat a lot. That's a lot of fire damage. Alright, the conduit. Offhand? Sword. No good. Alright, I'm going to keep one for myself because I like Aether Clusters. That goes on button number 7, just out of habit mostly. There's no particular reason it has to be button number 7, it's just what I've always done. And I've been doing it for so long I can't even remember why I initially put it there. But it is nice to know that if you're ever in trouble, button 7 will help. It might not save you, but it will help. Okay, and once you've killed Cronley, I say this every time, but it's mostly to remind myself that you should definitely head out to Twin Falls and get the Rift Gate activated before you worry about any of your fat loot from Cronley. Because if you forget, you're going to have to run through the whole place again with nothing to do. And that run is incredibly long when everything is already dead. Although it would give you an excuse to farm Cronley, so maybe you'd get an extra ring out of it. Just reset when you do it. Okay. Blow these guys up. And there's our Rift Gate. Now, let's go back to old Arkovia, the Rift, and we'll go ahead and talk to all of the people with the quests and get some XP. We might even hit 23, that'd be pretty good. Destroyed the forges, yep, absolutely, already killed everybody. Good job me. I do still have those. Here's your royal jelly, thank you for the blueprint and the potion. Okay, so there's 23. And at this point we have a choice. That's a 7 level gap right there to get to Storm Spread. It's only, 4 levels to get to Steel Resolve, and that's actually a pretty good buff. Aether and Chaos Res and damage to Chthonics and Eldritch, and just damage as well. Like, this is really good. And the Inquisitor's Seal is also quite good. So there is still some juicy stuff here. Or we could swap back to Demolitionist. And what will we get from Demolitionist? Olzuan's Wrath is good. I'd probably put a few points in that. Getting Temper would also be good. Would allow us to make use of... was it the metal? Yeah, +3 to Temper on the metal. So that'd be good. Getting Static Strike is... it's something we're going to be doing, but I'm not going to max that out. And getting towards Thermite Mine would also be quite good. But I think we keep going with Inquisitor. And I'm not putting any more than 1 point in here, this is just to get the proc active. We're not scaling piercing or cold damage, so, whoops. So that's only there for the little bit of extra damage and the chance to freeze things. So the next thing we will be getting is, I guess, Inquisitor's Seal. I took a few points in that. Right. As long as we're here. Don't need that anymore. Don't need any of this stuff. I'll hang on to the Explorer's Hat. If I get the whole set, it's... or even if I don't get the whole set, the extra XP is kind of nice. Okay. And still no Hellsbane ammo. Alright, let's go get my anti-venom cells back before we run into the Beehive full of poison damage. So we'll keep the add-on. If I could click things today, that'd be great. And 78% is probably enough. Probably. So I'm going to do something. I don't think I've shown this in any of my videos because I don't generally do the Beehive over here except as part of my farming run at level 100 when I decide I need some royal jelly. So I almost never come over this way. Noting a distinct lack of damage again. There we go, getting a few procs now, things are dying. It's still not amazing, but it's definitely better. And once we get one more point, then we can start working on the Rowan's Crown. I thought I actually had this on another character. Just thinking, if we take... How many do we need? We need 6 green. So... yeah, that's a 4-pointer. Yeah, so we need a 4-pointer plus 1 point in there to get the greens. And then... actually, no, we don't. So I could take the 4 points out of the Fox, put them into Scholar's Light, so that's 4 plus 3. Or even into the Hawk, which is probably the better option. So we can take the Hawk, that'll give us that 1 point back. And would also give us that one back. Okay, so once we've got the Twin Falls Devotion Shrine, I'm going to go respec and get that proc. Let's see. We'll give him the bits, and then we'll tell her about the prison. Get a little bit of XP later on. Okay, I'm going to come back for the bees, I think, because once we get the proc from the Rowan's Crown, these are going to die much, much faster. And also, getting it earlier will allow it to level up more. So, I definitely want to get my hands on it as soon as possible. It's not going to be anywhere near as easy as it was for the Paladin, who basically just put a whole bunch of runes on the floor, turned it on, and watched everything explode. That was incredibly fun, though, I will admit. Okay, Dire Priest. Did I see another one? Are you a priest? You're a priest. Okay. You, my friend, have got to go. You and the Warlock. Is there another one? There's 3 more priests. Okay. There's another one. They're like roaches. See one priest, there's another 100 of them hiding behind the walls. In this case, literally hiding behind the walls. Alright, we take out the big chunky boys now. These Deathball Archers are also... they're not so much that they're scary, but they do a lot more damage than your regular skeletal archers do. Okay, probably make my way over... finally, over to the Devotion Shrine, clear this area out. We can turn the Devotion Shrine on and get our proc, which is going to make a world of difference. It's going to be like night and day. Copium. Okay, Warlock's got to go, Warlock's got to go. Priest has got to go. Revenant, lovely. Nice cold damage. Okay, 3 blues. 3 blues and literally nothing else. Okay. That's different. That's actually... that's weird. I don't like that. Where are my rares? Okay, so what was I saying for respecs? I think I was saying something along the lines of I hope I have enough crystals for this.
Save storage.
What have I got? I've got 21. It should be okay. Should be okay. Oh, I've got 25. Yeah, it should be alright.
I'll keep an eye out.
So I'm going to rip points out
I
of,
sense turmoil within you.
what did I say, the fox. And then I get
Stay
the
strong.
hawk, or the hawk. And that lights this one up.
I sense
And then I can
turmoil
take the
within you.
green out.
Farewell.
And boom, boom, boom. There we go. Alright, now we're talking. And what's the proc chance on that now? 25%, so that's going to go off fairly regularly. Which I'm pretty happy about. Actually, while we're here, we can talk to Mornay, tell him all about Elsa and how she wasn't there, and we'll find her later, but she just won't care about him. There we go. And a level as well. So, Inquisitor Seal, plus Elemental Storm. I mean, could this episode get any better? I mean, I think it can. If I was to get a couple of Hellsbane ammo, that'd be amazing.
Put it to good use.
I'm not going to hold my breath for it, obviously, but it would be very nice. Where does that go? I'm curious now, because there should be in... Oh, okay, that doesn't count as Twin Falls. Alright, that's fine. Right, so we have one more thing we need to check for out here, and that is not here. So we'll need to go around the back. Let's actually try out our new toys. So that little blue circle on the ground, that is Elemental Storm. And you can see it putting in some work there. So that's, not only is it going to be doing damage, but it's going to be reducing enemy resistances, so all my other attacks are going to be doing more damage as well. It's not quite the panacea that I made it out to be, but it is pretty good. There we go. And here is the lectern I was looking at. And since we're in the area, we may as well run down here and pop that extra fancy chest with no extra loot in it. So, one hidden spoils. Winter Storm. I'm tempted to go and maybe kill these guys a couple more times to get a medal with a fireball proc on it or something like that. Be pretty good. Alright. Let's actually go pick up the quest, and then we're going to head down under the ground into the Arkovian Undercity. So we have to slay Nomos Dread, who's on the first floor, Laudos Vagra and Ravina Kerr, who are on the second floor, and then we will be killing Kilrian, who is on the third floor. Kilrian guarding another devotion point, which I want. So the next thing we're going after, I think, was Soleil's Witchblade. I will have to double check, because despite what I said earlier, I actually do have a plan for devotions. And I had a kind of a loose plan for leveling in terms of where to get gear. I just didn't really have a plan for skill points. Which, I mean, it's a little bit weird, I won't lie. So, Balan Varus. Oh, if you're noticing we're taking a whole bunch less damage as well, that is the Inquisitor's Seal doing work there. So it has damage reduction on it, and it's a flat amount, so if the attacks are not very big, it will reduce damage to 0, not by a percentage. That's the main reason why Inquisitor's Seal is so good. If I could get level 35, we'll get the Devil's Headgear, or the Devil's Casque, or whatever it's called. That'll give it an Elemental Seal proc, but you can also get that, I think, on pants, chest, and maybe gloves? which would just be amazing if I could get a couple of those. And every time I hit something, we're opening up elemental seals underneath them, we're opening up the elemental storm devotion proc. Would just be really, really nice damage. Okay, priest, you have got to go. There we go, and this one as well. So damage is still not amazing, but we're starting to get the procs online, and that I think is where the damage is mostly going to come from for this build. Okay, and we have Nomos Dread right here. This is the first of the quest monsters we're here to kill. And thanks to 1.2 giving all of the bosses all of their MIs all of the time, and thanks to the game also making sure that if a monster is humanoid and can wear the MI that they will, this guy is using both a sword and a shield. Or I guess it's a bludgeon and a war shield. So what did he actually have? So he had this bludgeon. Extra damage but nothing too crazy. And then this shield, which again probably didn't help him too much. Okay, so we have two more quest mobs in here to kill, but they are both on the next floor, so there's actually nothing else on this floor that we need to kill. Having said that, I have a personal vendetta against priests and warlocks, so they've got to go. And once again, drop the rift gate in here so we can head outside. And once we are outside, we can talk to Minerva here. Agree to kill her daughter. And then we can head back inside. At which point we're going to be swarmed by all the undead we left by the portal. Well, by both of the undead we left by the portal. I thought there was more than that. That's fine. And like I said, I don't actually need to kill these, so I think we'll just run past a lot of this stuff. I'm not too interested in getting massively over-leveled. Although I am pretty interested in killing this guy. So he has his own little hellhound that he summons. And down he goes. There we go. Unfortunately, not very good loot. Priests have got to go. No warlocks, fortunately. But yeah, you can definitely see the elemental seal absolutely putting in work on those guys. So hopefully that'll be maybe not the end of the damage woes of this build, but certainly the first step on the road to ridiculous numbers of procs. Which is kind of how I see this build being in the end. So I want gear with bonuses to Fire Strike, yes, but I want Fireball procs, I want Elemental Seal procs. What else do I want? Anything like that. Lightning Novas maybe, although we're not really going to be scaling lightning, so maybe not that, but yeah, anything along those lines. Probably not the Ice Spike ones. I kind of did that already with the Trojan Sky Shard Arcanist, which was fun to see all those procs going off. So maybe. These guys are way tankier than they have any right to be. Actually, that was a Flame Revenant. That's why he's resisting all my damage. Alright, so here is my good friend, I think this one's Laudus Vagra, yep. And I already worked out earlier that he doesn't sunder. So we can just face tank him while standing in the Elemental Seal, or the Inquisitor Seal rather. This will be no problem at all. Of course, there is two priests behind him, who are healing him. Reasons I hate priests. That's alright. It took me way longer than it should have, but I did figure it out eventually. Now we should die nicely. Just hit 25 as well, so I think I'm going to put 1 point per level into the Inquisitor's Seal, and then work my way up here, get a point in Steel Resolve, get a point in Storm Spread. Artifact Handling is no good for this build, and then work on Aura of Censure, so 2 in the bar, 1 in Inquisitor's Seal. 46, what was it before? 34, okay. Yeah, just 1 point per level into this. It'll get it maxed out, which I do want. But it won't kind of completely stop progress, if that makes sense. You could do 2 points in the skill and 1 point in the bar as well, that would also work. Right, let's go ahead and get a couple of seals down here. Pop this. And the aim of the game here is to basically kill off the small stuff. And don't stand in Aether this time. Okay, just the one. That's not too bad. Insight, Soul Warding, Thunderstruck. No. And the Tome of Plagues is obviously not for this build. Alright. Don't have to kill any of this stuff, but no, I just like the sound of the guns. You hold down right click and there you go, shooty shooty bang bang, and everyone dies. It's good fun. Death to priests. You can leave the rest, but the priests have got to go. And this is a very juicy looking pack as well, so we'll take this up. There we go, that'll do. That'll do. Safely standing in the seal. And die priest. Die other priest. Okay, and Ravina Kerr is going to be just up the hill here. Let's get rid of the Warlock first if we can. Okay, everybody dies in the Bursting Round proc. This one here, I've been thinking about taking points out of this, but I think I'm actually going to leave them in there. I like the additional proc chance, and the extra damage is also really nice. Having more skill points available would be great, but I think I just like having the extra damage when it procs, and the extra proc chance as well. If that's a regenerator, that's going to be a pain. They're all coming? Yeah, they're all coming. Okay, there's literally no point shooting him until we get rid of that regenerator. And the priests behind them as well. And here I am playing a low damage build. This is going to be an absolute nightmare. Oh, is he dead already? He might be dead already. It's just... Priest? No. No, bad priest. Very bad priest. Bad priest, no biscuits for you. Okay, I think we should be able to kill him now. Let's use the extra damage button. Okay, that was incredibly painful. I think we just got a really good recipe out of it though. The Bloodfang oil I pretty much never use, but Spirit Bane ointment is one of my favorite recipes. Aether resist potions, the other one being the Chaos resist potion. Both of those are really, really nice. This is also... if that Impervious had been Pierce and Poison, I would almost certainly be wearing this. I will hang on to it and sell it later, never having used it. But at least for the moment, and in my head, what I'm thinking is Aether Resistance is going to be really useful once we get to Homestead. Now, it may not end up happening like that, but that's what I'm thinking. Yep, I'll take a lightning proc, why not? Not exactly scaling lightning a huge amount, but definitely more damage is more damage. Let's go check if the treasure trove is here. That's a little alarming with all these healers. Treasure trove. So priests have got to go, the warlocks have got to go. Quick draw gloves could be good. Okay, gargantuans have got to go as well. Everybody's got to go. Priests have got to go first though. Okay, actually, you know who's got to go? You know who's really got to go? Yeah, me. I've got to go. Sorry guys, I'm busy. I've got appointments. My goldfish is on fire. Really sorry about that. It's a little bit crazy. So even with the seal, definitely not a tanky build. I certainly don't want priests coming in here. Do I have soul shards? I have one soul shard. Boots with an ice spike proc. Whoops. Let's leave those ones on. So these have got a little bit of vitality resist, and I do want that. And I'm actually going to go swap the soul shard in. I said I was going to do this, and yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Did I accidentally pick up any Hellsbane ammo? I did not. Cronley's, keep the item. So soul shard is basically vitality resistance, and it also helps with energy leech and energy absorb. Not doing vitality damage, so I don't really care about that, but I mean, these, honestly, these could have only that 20% vitality resistance on them, and I would still want to use them. Where is... Don't have one on me. Alright, let's just get rid of all of this stuff. Okay. And guess who forgot to go kill all Reprax? Yep, that's right, it's me. Is it this one? Unholy Inscription? Maybe. Spellwoven, that's damage over time, yeah, so this one. Okay, Vitality Resist is up now. Actually, all of our resistances are pretty much under control. They're certainly not amazing, but they're under control. Alright, let's go kill Kilrian. Or, you know, die in the attempt. It's been almost an entire episode without a death, so I think we're due. Maybe out of face tank him. Unfortunately with the 1.2 update, I've been saying that a lot lately, he does indeed have his weapon. So he will be hitting a little harder, doing a little more damage. What do we got? Impaired aim, fumble, and blinding bolt, whatever that does. Let's not stand in that one. So he is going down, but it is quite slow. Wait for, yep, that. And now we still can't kill him. It's a lot of misses. Don't stand in the purple stuff. There we go. Say don't stand in the purple stuff. It's actually hard to see it with the Inquisitor seals on the ground. I see it there. Alright, he should go down relatively soonish. Still trying to watch for the stuff on the floor. Yeah, so he had just his weapon. And the weapon had lifesteal on it as well, so it's probably why it took him a little bit longer to die. Okay. There's a double rare. Renegades of Battle Fury. Okay, I like the proc. Proc is good. You know what? I'm gonna wear those It's not often you get a double rare drop that's actually semi-decent. And those boots potentially... no. Alright. I think that is probably a good time to stop. So I think I'm going to end the episode here. We're pushing 45 minutes, but yeah, that'll be it for this episode. So thank you all very much for watching. See you in the next one, and goodbye for now.